Hello there, patrons. It is great to be back with you guys. I have been down for a while. This cellulitis that was in my leg was caused by a huge infection in the bottom of my right foot, and we had to have surgery on it. It was a very old wound from a couple of years ago. I evidently stuck a bone in about an inch and a half up into my foot, and it left a piece of it in my foot. And eventually it calloused over and got infected. Long story short, doc did some surgery on it, got that thing out. It is all the infection has healed up and gone out of my body now, and I feel like a new man, completely different. It cost me the second half of the deer season, but it was worth it to get this out of my system. I'm gonna put together a tried and tested, field tested here for several years, 3.5-inch buckshot. It is a 32 caliber single alt, or you could call it double alt, 18 pellet load, and a 3.5-inch mag, and it is a hammer jammer. It is a killer. Y'all stand by. Quick tip, boys. Duck blind holes. Boy, I tell you what, I have been getting all I can get my hands on, and I got the boys. I keep the boys over at the club picking up all the holes that they can get their hands on for me as well. Because at times this was all I had to put together with stuff that I had gotten from Mr. Robbie Joyner. Get a hold of your local Ducks Unlimited. The folks that handle these duck blinds or these duck and geese areas. You know what they do with this, boys? They throw it in the garbage. They pick up all these hulls, 2 3/4 inch, 3-inch, loads of 3.5-inch as well, and they throw them in the garbage. They'll be happy to give them to you, and believe it, we need them. Lord, boys, it's been a while since I have spent any real time in here. I just haven't been able to. I'm a little croupy, nasally. We had somebody burning carpet and all that down the road last week, and that smoke got up here and it messed us all up for a while. And my sinuses are still carrying on from all that smoke that was in the yard. Anyway, the only time I have actually been able to spend here is doing emergency time for the boys at the club that had run out of buckshot and needed me to put some stuff together, or they weren't going to be able to hunt for the rest of the year. So I would come in here and we would throw together some tried and true stuff that y'all have seen me numerous times putting together. But this 3.5-inch stuff, I'm going to explain some things to you here, and we're going to use a brand new Fiocchi 3.5-inch hull ballistic products. I don't know if they got any now, probably not, but they had some several weeks back, and Grant sent me a couple of bags, so I was able to get my hands on some. Let's put one together. Fixing the crimp. This is one of the rounds guys been hauling around there at the club. Probably didn't feed right, and you can look at the end of it. Here's another one. It'd be hard to tell, but sometimes they get out of round, or they don't feed right, hit the ramp, and it'll make them wonky looking. I take that 4-roller crimp tool that you get from Reloader Network. That is good. It's expensive, but good. Anything that's good is going to be expensive. That's just the way it is, or worth having. And in this field, in reloading, that's some good stuff. This one, I just turned the camera on while I was fixing these, was worse than this one. But look at that. I just put it through that roller, and it straightened it right back out. That'll be good to go. I just dropped that right back in here. Let's see if we can straighten this one out. That should do it. And it did. If I can read it, probably have to test it down at the range. This was a This one had already been fired once, and we reloaded it and roll crimped it again. And it was a Shadite, brand new Shadite, that I reprimed with a Shadite primer. 27 a long shot. And RW12 white wide from Precision. And it's got 1631 cal. That's a killer right there. Okay, but that's not why we're here today. We're here to put together these cigars right here, 3.5. Now, you see the 18 pellet double alt that you get out there. Remington makes it. I don't even know if Winchester, if you can even find anything with Winchester anymore. But got the Hornady lock and load here. I don't have a camera on it, but you guys have seen it a bunch of times. I use it every time I'm here at the table. We're going to set up for 34.5 grains of long shot. 345 to get by the decimal, enter it in. And when I'm using long shot, I slow it down. Hit the speed button twice and put it on slow. All right, and dispense. These are not Magnum primed. These are standard. You can read it right on the bag. Let's see. Olive with Fiocchi 616 primers. Not Magnum. These are just standard Fiocchi 616. Alrighty. The lock and load is finishing up. What you're going to need today, boys, is the MG42. That's what Ballistic Products calls it. It is actually the Gualandi Super 12. The Gualandi also makes a Super Short 12 or Super Mini. That depends on whether you're getting them from Ballistic Products or whether you find them over at Precision. That's what they are. They're Gualandi wads. Gualandi Super 12 and the Gualandi Super Short is basically the MG42 Super 12 with just a little bit shorter pedals on it. That's all. They both work great in these loads. Now the MG42 is a little bit longer pedals, which means it's going to hold a little bit tighter pattern at extended ranges. And that's what we're wanting here. 34.5 grains of long shot. Alrighty then. MG42 or the Gualandi Super 12, that's what it actually is. You got plenty of room. Now, you can use the full grown 33 cal double auto if you want. I get better performance and less dimpling and all that on the hulls if I use the 32 caliber, and that's what I use. 32 cal, 18 32 cal pellets weigh around 1.85 to 1.9 ounces of total lead payload weight. 3.5 can handle that easy. 3.5 handles 2+ ounces of lead payload weight every day. I don't have any 32 cal left, guys. I haven't been able to get out and mold any pellets all season. And now I'm running low. So I have some recovered. Well, there's all in blue powder coat. By twos, 18 pellets. They will just find their way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Plenty of room. I just cover in BP Original. This is not a hot load. This is a standard load. I'm saying you won't feel it. I ain't saying that. It's a 3.5 inch round. And how much? I cover the pellets. Just however much it takes. I just tap it. Boy, it goes in there around those powder coated pellets easy. Still not quite covered. We're going to roll crimp these. You can standard star crimp them if you like. I just roll crimp. It's just easier. I don't have a machine set up to star crimp the 3.5 inch. Loading 20 gauge here and got the size master over here set up to load 3 inch. So we're roll crimping. It's just easier. I roll crimp everything nowadays. I got a segmented overshot card. They're thicker. You can use the bingo cards, but I would suggest, a lot of my subscribers, a lot of my buds over at Buck and Slug are saying, Wade, sometimes we get the real thin bingo cards and they'll crack on you. They'll dump the buffer out and all that on you. So they just started doubling the bingo cards. See, these segmented are pretty thick. Hang on, I got a bingo card here. Here we go. Yeah, I've been using them right here. See the difference? This is just about twice as thick as this. And so loaders have just been doubling them up and said that does the trick, and it works like a dream. All right, segmented overshot card. Grab the bottom of the 3.5. And get it lined up. I'm in there kind of funky. I'm in here kind of funky so y'all can see what I'm doing. Probably got a little bit further to go. I do. Got a little bit further to go. That's it. Now, okay. Now that seals up pretty good, but I get the girls to get me this miracle nail. They grab me every time they go to the dollar store. I get them to grab me a couple of jugs of this stuff because I use a bunch of it. It dries almost instantly, and not only do I use it on the standard star crimp, yes sir, I use it on the roll crimp as well. You take this stuff and you go around the perimeter of that disc all the way around, and this stuff dries almost instant, and it will weather seal that round up. That is a beautiful round, and when we get a chance to test them down at the range, I'll show you how they perform. But these have been field tested. We've been shooting these for 3 years in the field out there now. Got boys that have taken a lot of deer with these things. The ones that are brave enough to shoot the 3.5. David Ayer shoots a lot of 3.5. Renegade shoots 3.5. Robbie Joyner shoots 3.5. But Renegade and David Ayer almost exclusively shoot 3.5 inch rounds. And this is one of the best right here. Okay, like I said, 1.8 to 1.9 ounces of total lead payload weight here with the 18 pellets of 32 caliber. Yes, you can load anything else in here. Like I said, you can go with the 33 caliber, but they dimple the hull up a little bit. Look at here. There is no dimpling on the hull with the 32 cal. That's why I like it. Now going down from 32 caliber, you'll be set. Anything that weighs 1.8, 1.85 to 1.9, and this load right here will work. Usually with me, it's 20 pellets of 31 caliber, 24 pellets of number 1. 24 pellets of number 1 is right at 195. If you're using 30 caliber, number 1s, it's right at 2 ounces. And in the 24 pellet of 30 cal, I put 34 grains. Just don't put 34.5. Could you? Yes. Yeah, you could. And it's going to be within parameters, but I don't. If I'm loading 24 pellets of 30 caliber number 1s. And you say, Wade, well, aren't there already 24 pellet number 1 rounds that Winchester makes? Yeah. But it's not 30 caliber. It's not even really close to 30 caliber. It's 28 caliber is what they put in their 24 pellet number ones. They're not really number ones, it's a number 2.5 is what it is. And it is a great pellet size. I got Marty to make me a 285 cal, and it is one of my favorite buckshot sizes. Look here. Here it is. This is in Gamecock Garnet Red. That is your 285 caliber, number 2.5, or you call them number ones. You wanted to. Because 24 pellets of these actually weighs about 195. Because you can load these in a 3-inch round if you want to. That's to make a duplicate of the Winchester round. So in this same load, anything, you can go all the way down to from lead shot from 32 caliber, 31 cal, all the way down to turkey rounds, turkey shot. And here, as long as the lead payload weight is 1.8 to 1.9 in that general vicinity, this load will work. Shot size is irrelevant. It's all about the lead payload weight. Okay? Wanted to get something out that really works well for us and has worked well in the field for us this past season in the deer woods here on the deer drives. Alrighty, fellas, a lot more coming up soon. I'm feeling tons better. Miss Joanne is doing great. She's responding very, very well to the chemo and all that stuff. Rachel's prognosis looks well. She's got to go see the doctor tomorrow to find out what the next step is going to be to deal with the gallstone that she's got. Anyway, appreciate y'all coming along with me, patrons. We love y'all, appreciate the support, and this is a killer diller round. Gonna be making a lot more here soon.